This is Field Communications in Philadelphia.
WKBS, Burlington, Philadelphia.
He said that it would heal, but that the bone was just too shattered to expect it to heal as good as new. He knew what my profession was.
Oh, Gavin.
I guess that's when I really developed my bad temper. Although I wasn't too likable to begin with.
You are likable. You're very likable.
I know I've given you a hard time ever since you first came in here and used this place as a crash pad. I seem to give everybody a hard time. I guess I just feel sorry for myself.
It isn't true. Gavin, I think you're terrific. All right, so maybe your leg isn't so good. There is nothing wrong with your heart.
Isn't there?
I've left Sky. Something tells me you two would rather be alone, so if you'll excuse me.
It's true. It's all true. Everything you said to me about Sky, it's true.
I knew it! Even without proof. I knew it was true the first time I heard it.
I couldn't stay with him. Not one more minute. Once I knew what he really was.
I wish you'd known before.
I know now. I'll never go back to him. Never. Gavin, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, darling.
Come on. Shh. Come on, sit down. You're shaking all over. Come on. Tell me what happened.
Well, he denied everything, of course. I was expecting that. But there was something in his eyes. You know, the look of a trapped animal.
Yeah.
I heard him. Last night I woke up, and I heard him talking with Gunther, demanding how I knew the truth.
So he really gave himself away.
It was horrible when I think of it. I felt such a disgust, such a sorrow, such a pain for you.
But you're here now, so calm down.
Oh, do you realize what it means for both of us now?
Yeah, I do realize.
Gavin, this is the end of the Whitney Dance Company. No more dancing, nothing, it's all over.
It doesn't matter, Martine.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? The work, the pen, the planning we've done, the dream.
This is the only thing that matters now. Wiley's studio.
Wiley, this is Sky Whitney.
What do you want, Whitney?
My premier danseuse wouldn't happen to have made an appearance there by any chance.
Martine? No, I haven't seen her.
Let me talk to him. I want to talk to him.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Bowl 3 Detergent Plus Fabric Softener. Clean softens control static Bowl 3. And by Mild Ivory Liquid. It helps hands stay young looking.
Can these hands fool you? Who's mother and who's daughter? Can't tell? Meet Pat Kendall and Laura. They're both students at Northwestern.
When you're in school with students Laura's age, young-looking hands are very important.
And Mom's hands are very young-looking. Similar to mine.
Pat Kendall does lots of dishes. What's her secret?
She uses Ivory Liquid, and so do I.
I've used Ivory Liquid 20 years. It's very mild to my hands.
Lab tests show Ivory Liquid's mildest to hands of all leading brands.
It's thick and creamy looking. I love the rich suds. Nothing we tried gets dishes cleaner. I'm counting on keeping my hands young looking, like Mom's, and Ivory Liquid will help.
Mild Ivory Liquid, because young-looking hands are worth holding on to.
You gotta find it, Grandma.
I did. Mommy's favorite birthday dress.
Perfect for you. It's dirty.
Needs a good old-fashioned cleaning.
Feels rough, too.
We'll use Bold 3, detergent plus fabric softener, all in one.
How can a detergent with a newfangled fabric softener give an old-fashioned clean and soften, too?
Bold 3 can. Watch.
We took the softening and static control of a full-strength fabric softener and concentrated it into a powder. Then we combined it with Bold 3's powerful powder detergent.
Now, I call that an old-fashioned clean.
So soft, too.
Such softness from a box of detergent.
Look, no static clean here.
Bold 3 for an old-fashioned clean and a newfangled fabric softener in one.
I had a feeling you'd scoot off to Wiley's studio to seek sanctuary.
I feel very comfortable here. Not as if I was in some common thugs.
You're still upset, evidently.
I'm not upset. I'm enraged.
Now, Martine, what's done is done. Let's not overdo the histrionics.
Why did you call?
I wanted to clear the air before this thing goes any further.
There's nothing left to be said, Sky.
Now, Martine, you'll feel differently once you cool down a bit.
I am not coming back.
You shouldn't say things we both know you don't mean, Martine.
Don't bother lighting any candles in the window for me.
Nobody just walks out on me.
I can, and I did. And I won't be returning, Sky. Now I'm going to say goodbye to you for the last time.
Things are not as simple as you make them out to be, mon chéri. And you know it. Gunther! Get in here.
Is everything all right, Mr. Whitney?
Everything is definitely not all right, Gunther. I want to find out how this happened. I want to find out how Martine knows about New York.
Well, I told you last night. It's a mystery to me. I sure didn't tell her.
Are you sure you didn't let something slip accidentally? Maybe while you were driving her around making small talk, maybe while you were boasting about how tough you are?
No, sir, never.
Maybe you mentioned it to somebody else.
No, sir, I told you no.
Well, damn it, Gunther, there's got to be an explanation.
Well, I think she just made a wild guess, that's all. And then, she heard what you and me were talking about last night.
Yes, I suppose that's possible. Maybe Gavin Wiley put the idea in her head.
Listen, if you don't mind my asking, sir, is Miss Martine gone for good?
You wouldn't mind that too much, would you, Gunther?
I didn't say that, Mr. Whitney.
I'm sure that you and Gavin both would get a kick out of it. Well, I've got news for you. Your hopes are premature. She's coming back.
She's coming back?
Sooner than you think. I'm going to go get her.
I think we should seriously consider this.
It's not practical.
If we could get a second law clerk around here to do the typing, we would be free to do other things.
Like what? Take 3-hour lunches? We're not that busy, Cliff.
But you got to think positive. We will be. Besides, there's an element of prestige involved here. I'm sure we could find somebody who's young, bright, eager, female, single, attractive.
No. No, Cliff. The case is closed. Next case.
You have no imagination, Draper. The next case is the Bennington file. I circled a few points there in which I think he could be held responsible if the... Draper?
Yeah.
Bennington file?
Bennington?
Yeah, the kindly old gentleman who came in here last week with the tiny, tiny ears and a big, big retainer.
Oh, yeah, the office supply guy.
No, the office owner guy. He happens to be our landlord.
Slipped my mind.
I knew that today would be like this. The minute you drank my coffee and ate my English muffin.
I'm sorry.
You know, if you continue this way, Draper, the next case we're going to handle is the bankruptcy of Scott and Nelson.
Look, Cliff, I said I was sorry. Look, my concentration isn't 100% today. I mean, can you blame me? A missing wife does that to me. You know what I mean? Cliff, look, she's been gone 24 hours.
Yes, but she's called the housekeeper, hasn't she?
Yes, but she didn't say where she went or why she left. It's not like April.
She's probably at home right now watching her favorite daytime drama.
Well, that's what happened. She just got home because I've been calling every few minutes, and get your feet off my desk.
Look, you know, you better dial those 7 digits, because if you're going to be this way until your wife is found, I may as well close up shop and take in a movie.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just give me a few seconds, okay? Let me try once more.
Scott residence. Good morning.
Oh, Mrs. Timmons, this is Mr. Scott.
Oh, hello, Mr. Scott. Did you happen to try and reach us earlier?
Yes, I did, several times, as a matter of fact. I was beginning to worry. I thought maybe you and Julia decided to take off.
Oh, no. We were just out in the park for a walk. You know, there's something in the air that tells me spring isn't too far off.
Yeah, I'm sure. Is April there?
Oh, I'm afraid not. I'm sorry.
Have you spoken to her?
Oh, yes. Mrs. Scott called first thing this morning.
Well, what did she say?
Well, your wife said she'd be gone longer than she thought. I'm not to expect her back for another 2 days at least.
2 days? Did she say where she was, where she could be reached, a number, anything?
Well, Mrs. Scott said that she'd be calling in from time to time to check on Julia. When I do speak to her, I'll certainly tell her you called.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mrs. Timmons. I'll check back with you. Goodbye.
Wife, huh?
No, Cliff. And you know, I'm beginning to see some not-so-pleasant parallels with Nancy's disappearance.
Oh, come on, Draper. You can't think like that.
Well, I know it sounds crazy, but maybe there is some connection between the two disappearances.
Nancy did not call anyone when she disappeared. April has.
Just the same, I'm scared.
Been dancing up a great big thirst, but we have to watch our weight.
How about a diet soft drink, girls?
Yeah, aftertaste.
But not sugar-free Dr. Pepper.
Yeah!
Sugar-free Dr. Pepper. Tastes fattening, but it's not.
It's not like juice with aftertaste. One great taste, this one's not.
Sugar-free Dr. Pepper. Tastes fattening, but it's not. No!
Do you think that something really pretty can't be really strong? Then it might surprise you to know that lovely Tickle antiperspirant with the big wide ball is more effective than any leading aerosol. Not even the #1 roll-on can beat it. So if you still think something beautiful can't be strong and effective, I say you're all wet. Tickle. It's beautifully effective.
I gotta tell you, Mike, you're gonna make Mayor Finley's decision to have you fill out Logan's term of office look like quite a stroke of genius on his part.
I really appreciate the kind words, Derek.
Taking over when the caseload's never been heavier, not missing a beat.
Yeah, there's only one case that's presented us with real problems.
Well, as long as the file's still open on Nancy's case, there's always hope.
Sure there is.
Look, this just came in from the San Francisco PD this morning. Maybe you should take a look at it.
What is it?
Police transcripts, the interrogations of the witnesses who saw Nancy just before she disappeared.
Yes, I do want to take a look at those. Thanks, Derek. I don't know what I expect to find. I imagine every piece of information has been checked over thoroughly.
Very thoroughly, yeah.
You know, Derek, all these physical descriptions seem kind of vague.
Well, it's not as if they were looking for Nancy.
No, but they all seem to say pretty much the same thing, that she was 5, 7, or 8 inches tall, reddish hair.
Well, that's Nancy.
And 1,000 other women, too.
Yeah, but there is one observation that kind of cinches the IDs.
The bracelet. Everybody seems to have noticed it, and they all describe it to a T.
You said it was unique.
Yeah, but Derek, Maybe I'm wrong about that. What if this bracelet has misled us?
All right, what are you suggesting?
Well, it's entirely possible that copies of that bracelet were made. Or what these people saw was a strikingly similar piece of jewelry.
Sure, anything's possible.
Now, if the bracelet these people identified didn't have the inscription engraved on that clasp, do you realize the significance of that?
Mike, I wish I could react with renewed enthusiasm, but I just can't. I've got to be realistic. I think you're grabbing at straws.
Oh, I know the investigation has run into a blank wall. But suppose we started over with an entirely different premise.
Such as what?
That Nancy never made it to the West Coast. What if she never even left Monticello?
Mom, he took my brownie.
Ricky?
Oh, he took half. I can't put it back together.
Well, you can if it's moist.
It's magic.
Duncan Hines does the trick. The liquid chocolate flavor packet makes a moist batter that makes brownies so moist they cling.
Magic. For my next trick, I'll make this brownie disappear.
Duncan Hines brownies. Our magic is our moistness.
Since Sherman's doubly fluffy, I'll need 2 whipples to stop ladies from squeezing.
Sherman's doubly fluffy. Doubly irresistible.
Ladies! Please don't squeeze.
Why not? You are.
Sorry, Mr. Whipples. Charmin made the ordinary way might not get squeezed, but Charmin's doubly fluffy. It's so squeezably soft.
It's doubly irresistible. Whipple, you're fired.
Charmin, doubly fluffy, doubly irresistible.
Hey, your folks got a new set of wheels.
Come on. We brought you something.
Puritan oil?
Puritan's part of our diet to fight cholesterol.
And it makes food taste great.
I use corn oil. Puritan has more polyunsaturates than corn oil. It also looks lighter. Tastes lighter.
Delicious. You young folks really know what's cooking.
Puritan, a delicious part of your diet to fight cholesterol.
Oh, how do you like it so far? Be careful. Don't trip over the cables now. I don't want you to sprain an ankle or anything.
Be careful.
Okay. Well, here it is. It isn't the largest studio in the world, but it sure does the job.
It's nice. It's very nice.
Jody, is there something wrong?
No. Why do you ask?
Well, when I invited you to come down here to see where I was starting over again, you seemed really excited about it.
Oh, I am excited. I'm having a really good time, too.
Oh, I see. You just expected to see more, is that it?
No, that's not it.
Oh, hi, Ken.
Hi, Kelly.
How you doing?
All right. So you two gonna stick around and watch the news show?
Hey, we just might do that, thanks. See, Ken is gearing up to doing the new newscast. Hey, would you like to stay and watch a live broadcast?
Yeah, sure, Kelly, whatever you say.
Jody, now look, you tell me if I'm wrong, but your mind seems to be someplace else right now.
I'm sorry. I keep thinking about the dance studio.
Come on. Come on, you spend plenty of time there now as it is. All work and no play isn't very healthy, is it?
Kelly, something personal happened this morning. Very personal.
What do you mean?
Well, I think Gavin and Martine are going to get back together.
No kidding. Hey, Jody, that's great. I don't see what a gorgeous woman like Martine sees in Gavin Wiley, but... Hey, do you think this has anything to do with what Gavin told me about? The beating in New York?
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Wow. When Sky Whitney finds out those two are back together again, he'll probably dump both of them.
Oh, you can count on that.
Wait. No, that doesn't necessarily mean that you won't be there, though.
Kelly, let's face facts, okay? Martine was the one that wanted me in that company, and she was the one who waited for my leg to heal. And Gavin, well, he's my teacher. He's my friend. They were the ones that wanted me in that company, not Skylar Whitney.
And you think it's all over for you, too, is that it? I mean, Gavin and Martine have a happy ending, and you just have an ending.
Oh, I don't even want to think about this. I mean, I should just be happy for them, right?
Come on. Come on, you're only human. How about a hug?
If I had known the truth about your leg, I would never have gone off with that snake. I'm so ashamed of myself, Gavin.
You're here now, that's what counts.
I've ruined everything. I've spoiled your past, I've spoiled your future.
You haven't done anything of the kind.
Yes, I did. It's all my fault. It's all my fault what happened to you in New York. It's because of me that Sky sent Gunther to break your leg.
No, Martine.
Yes.
It's because of me. He was afraid that I'd stop you from going away with him.
No, it's all my fault from the very beginning. It's all my fault.
Stop, huh?
And now it's my fault that there isn't going to be any dance company for you, for me, for everyone else.
We've got our own company. Isn't that important to you? It is to me.
How can you possibly feel the same thing you used to feel for me?
I never really changed or stopped.
Yes, you did. Oh, yes. You couldn't help it. We used to be so close once, you remember? But a stranger comes along and everything changes. You were bitter. I don't blame you for that, you know.
I just couldn't understand, Martine. I didn't think you could do such a thing just for the sake of climbing faster than you were.
But I did it. And you despised me for it.
Can we stop talking about this? You're here now, that's all that matters.
I wish that were true. You know, life is so strange. You don't know how life is gonna be, never.
Why not?
That's the way it is.
Well, I'll settle for the present. Right now.
It's the worst flu season in years.
For a cold or flu, do you take aspirin at 8? Aspirin at 12? Aspirin at 4? Aspirin again at 8? Taking plain aspirin every 4 hours can bring down the fever, but the chances of aspirin stomach upset may go up. Bufferin is better because it has ingredients that help protect the stomach. And no regular aspirin product, not even Bayer, can reduce fever better than Bufferin. It's easy on the stomach, and no regular aspirin product reduces fever better.
Didn't go to school yesterday. Had a fever. Mom said
aspirin.
But today got a fever and a stuffy nose. Mom said
Congesprin. It's got a fever reducer, plus it's also got
a decompressant.
Decongestant to unstuff that terribly stuffy nose.
So tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Saturday.
I feel better already.
Congesprin does more than aspirin or Tylenol. Reduces fever and relieves congestion fast.
Lamont's girlfriend is determined to get him to the altar. Will she succeed? Find out tonight on Sanford and Son at 7. Then Archie and Mike bet to see who can do without their favorite indulgence for 48 hours on All in the Family tonight at 7:30 on Channel 48.
Champagne.
I was saving it for opening night, for just the two of us. I guess there's no reason to save it anymore.
No, I guess there isn't.
Besides, this is a much happier occasion for celebration. Not the most elegant of glasses.
It's all right. It doesn't matter.
That's another thing you're gonna have to give up, you know.
What? Champagne glasses.
Yes, that. And all those other elegant things.
Oh, please, don't speak of that.
Well, I know it's not important now. But that hotel suite, The car to drive you every place. The clothes.
Stop.
The jewels.
You make me feel ashamed of myself. Do you think that was the reason?
No, I didn't say that. It's just that there's bound to be withdrawal pains, leaving a life of luxury for this. You're gonna miss it, Martine, face it.
Well, all right, maybe I will miss it. But I won't miss him. I promise you I won't. Well, what are you going to do now?
About what?
Will you call the police?
No, Martine. There's not much hope in proving what Sky or Gunther did.
No, I think it's hopeless.
Besides, he's being punished anyway. He's lost you.
Never again. Never again, I promise you. I don't want to see that person again.
Besides, you know the old saying, living well is the best revenge. And we're gonna live very well. I love you, Martine.
I love you. Je t'aime. Je t'aime. Je t'aime. Je t'aime.
Want a roast you can boast about?
No one boasts about my roast.
Oh, no one?
Especially Daddy.
Well, get Lipton onion soup mix. That'll make the most of a roast.
Lipton soup?
Well, sure. When you pour on Lipton onion soup mix and water, Lipton's toasted onion bits make a perfectly seasoned roast.
Delicious. Great onion flavor.
Now that's the most he ever said about my roast.
Soup up your pot roast with Lipton.
Nick, I need help.
Sure.
What should I use to clean my bathroom?
Fantastic.
But that's my kitchen cleaner. What about my bath?
Look, as fast and easy as Fantastic cleans your kitchen, it'll clean your bath.
Nick's right. Fantastic cuts right through grease, dirt, and soap scum. My whole bathroom sparkles. Nick, Fantastic is super in the bathroom.
Fantastic.
And we did make decisions to not air that particular type of spot.
Okay, then. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
More
Linda.
letters next week. More fun on Weekend next week. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you then.
Tap-off time is Saturday night at 8 when Channel 48 brings you live coverage of the 1981 PIAA Basketball Championship.